Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GSR Season 14. We're here for round, what is it? Round 6, I believe. I think it's round 6 at Belgium.
It is round 6.
Spa-Francorchamps. My name's Soren, and on my side I have Matt again. Solberg, how are you doing, mate?
Hello, I'm doing quite well. Can't wait for this 6th round of the season in a beautiful track in the Ardennes mountains, in the Ardennes hills. And yeah, let's see how they do in qualifying. So far, Vapor leading. Not really a big surprise, but we'll see if anyone can get close to him.
Yeah, and we had some trouble with the getting all the drivers in and the invites all sorted. It's just awful on this game, so we lost a couple of minutes in qualifying. We still got 10 minutes left, but obviously we're gonna quickly look at the race results from last week, where we saw that yeah, Finn on his return debut on his one-off show here won the race immediately. He scored the most points. Speed Demon then coming home in second place. Vapor rounding up the podium, getting the third place. Thomas in P4. Vestrigi with the fastest lap in P5. We got FR77 in P6. My Jill in P7. Then we got Jensen Bartley and Mini in P8 and 9. And 8 getting the final podium of the race. I'm gonna quickly jump through this all because we lost a little bit of time, but that's not too bad. We have the...
Could I just add quickly a quick fun fact, because due to the all-time wins list, this was Finn's 5th win in the history of GSR, which puts him 6th tied in the history, next to SHZ Vivid.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm not sure if they are up to date, but
I'm
maybe
not
you have
sure
to...
too, but
Yeah.
if it is, then yeah.
Yeah. We might have to check that out as well, since we got the season round running. But anyway, then for the standings, it means that Lazar is currently leading in the championship. Vapor then close behind, and also Speed Demon very close behind in third place. We got Vestrigi in P4 and Smogic in P5 after DNF in the last race for Smogic. And then we got Sturmer P6, we got 8 in P7 currently, Jensen Bartley in P8. We got Thomas in P9, and Finn with that win in the last race immediately jumped into the top 10 positions. But yeah, he probably won't stay there for long, since he's probably not doing that many races anymore in the season. But that also means for the constructors that it would look something like this right now. We got Sauber currently in P1 ahead of McLaren. Very close fight there. Only 5 points separate them both. Then we got Alpine with a very good result last week in Imola, climbing into P3. Red Bull in P4 now. Aston Martin in P5. We got Racing Bulls and Ferrari in P6 and 7. We got Haas in P8. Mercedes in P9. And Williams still in last place with only 1 point to their name. Alright, and now we can concentrate on the qualifying.
Yes, indeed. Actually, Oscar has just made a second time on the board, has just set a second time on the board, but... Oh, and Adash has just beat him very immediately, but it's still way off Vapor. It's around 3/10 of Vapor. Oscar has even more of a gap to him.
Yeah, let's
And
see. We have a couple of guys coming over the line. Ricochet, one of them. Or is he maybe starting? I think he's starting a lap. We got an Aston Martin, that's Sam. He jumps to P7 now. And also a Ferrari, I think, coming over the line next. Not sure if it was Harold maybe going to P30 now. Probably. Maybe starting a lap. But we got Ricochet then here going now down the Camel Straight here. Obviously, very famous straight here in F1 to the end of Sector 1. And he's currently quicker, roughly 2/10. He's sitting in P9, so at the moment 1 minute 42.7. So round about 1.5 seconds behind Vapor. Vapor with a phenomenal lap time. Let's see if anyone can beat that today.
We should look out for Speed Demon, I would say, because he's just started his flying lap. And whoa, Vapor improves. Wow, that's smashing the competition completely. Although Laza gets in only 2,000 in front of Adash. But yeah, as I was saying, while we're watching Ricochet, I know that Speed Demon is on a flying lap. And he is, I think, third in the championship, so I guess he might shake something in the top 3, maybe get closer to Vapor, but let's check out Ricochet with the fastest Sector 2 as well, trying his best to get up maybe to around P5, something like that. He was 4 tenths up. Let's see what it is on the line. And it's up to P4 actually, which is quite a respectable time. Right in the front of his teammate, Oscar Chupura.
Yeah, also very close between the two. Only a couple of, hundreds or thousands separating the both Mercedes here, who look like they're gonna maybe have a good weekend ahead of them. Like they're currently the strongest team on track, apparently, like combined with both drivers. We got Abra now coming into the pits. Many people in the pits actually. Vapor and Laza probably will come into the pits as well, since they were just finishing their lap times.
Speed Demon in the box, actually. He didn't quite finish his first flying lap, which may be damaging towards his driver's championship fight, but we'll see. They will all probably get one more try, one more go at this wonderful and stunning track. Let's see now. Master Chief.
Yeah, on his
Getting in on his outlap.
On his debut, I believe.
Yeah, perhaps. And also, I just wanted to make sure. I think Adash is Smotrek, right?
Oh no!
Because they both have SKG. So I don't know if they're.
Yeah, but Smotrek has like an own account. Like he really is Smotrek in the race. So.
Okay.
I don't know if it's maybe his second account or something like that. I don't think so. Would make any sense.
I will ask him. I will ask him because I don't see anyone called Adash in the Discord server as well. So I think that might be him because that's also a Polish name, which makes sense because he's Polish. So yeah, Adash is actually a short for Adam.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, we have a spin here maybe of a Ferrari, or maybe it was he was just letting them by, I guess. Anyway, the Master Chief coming through Puhon here, looking very good so far. Currently sitting in P12, very respectable position at the moment, considering it's his debut here for us in GSR as he comes to the end of Sector 2 now, and he's improving massively, 7 tenths quicker. That could be a very good lap time from Master Chief. Low 43 maybe even. Let's see what he can do in the final sector.
That would put him in right into the brink of top 10 cutoff. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit wide into the last chicane, into the bus stop, and let's see down the line. It's only P11. He doesn't manage to get into top 10.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time there in the final sector, especially probably on the last corner there. Let's see then, Jonathan in a Red Bull here. Jonathan?
Yeah, actually, yeah, Jonathan.
Jonathan, okay. I tried to remember that.
Yes.
Alright. As he comes now to the end of the chemistry into the chicane here. Looking very good so far from him. And into... Oh, I don't know what this corner is called. I forgot.
I think Brussels.
Brussels, yeah, I believe. Yeah, you're right. And when it comes towards Puhon now, I know that name. Obviously, very famous corner in F1. Very beautiful to drive. Very easy to make mistakes there as well, but he kept it clean as he drops to P11 as Callum goes quicker, I believe. And now towards the end of Sector 2. Sorry, go on.
Quite a good time from Callum then. And I'm noticing an Alpine going down to the start-finish line on the map, which could mean either West Rizzy or Vapor starting their lap.
Yeah, it was Vapor. Started
it
his
was
lap
Vapor, so let's see if he can maybe go down below 41s. But anyways, Jonathan is now onto the last corners, the bus stop chicane. A bit of a snap of oversteer, but he's going down to the line, and he doesn't improve. He just falls short of improvement.
Yeah, very sad for him. Let's take a look at Speed Demon. He is on a run right now. Has no time settled so far. Goes purple in Sector 2, but you can't trust the game here. I think it always shows purple. We had this bug in the games before, and it's still in the game. So sadly,
Adash improves.
Yes,
Adash
indeed.
improves up to P2.
Very close to Vapor as well.
I think that's the closest you can get to this.
Oh, here comes Speed Demon now.
From Vapor.
Oh, Speed Demon P3. Very good lap time from him. But can he keep that? We're gonna find out. We have Vapor invalidating his lap. No improvement for Vapor then. That means all eyes on Lazar then as Oscar goes P4. And Lazar is slightly improving. But will it be enough? That is the question now. The championship leader. Can he take pole here? Only him and Ricochet on a lap. Infinity as well. But he is down in P18. I don't think he's gonna improve that much. But it's all eyes on Lazar now as he comes all the way down towards the final couple of corners. Towards the final chicane. The bus stop chicane. And now into the braking zone. A little bit of a lockup, takes a very tight line. Oh, gets a little bit wobbly there through the mid corner, and he comes down towards the line. What will it be? It's P4 only for Lazar.
And let's see also Ricochet down behind him. Oh, but he's ghosting a little bit and he doesn't improve, and that is the end of the qualifying. So Vapor again with another pole in a row, I think, or was it Finn with the pole last time out? I don't remember exactly, but anyways, we have Vapor in first and then very close behind Adash, Speed Demon, Lazar and Oscar behind them with quite a bit of more gap towards the top two. And then we have Ricochet, Sturmer, Morgan, West Rizzy and Sam completing the top 10.
Yeah, outside the top 10 we got 8 and Jimbo, the two Brits close behind. Then we got Callum and Jonathan in P13, 14. We got Master Chief, Abra, Harold, Infinity, and Pavel starting from last place, P19. And yeah,
just an info.
Yeah, I saw
just
that.
an info. Yes. Adash is Smotrek actually. It's his another account. It seems like, or another name.
Yeah. All right. That's very interesting. That I wonder if he raced last week under that name. Not sure.
I think that was Smotrek.
Yeah.
I think so. But anyways, yes.
Yeah. Taking a look at the weather, I mean, it's looking very good outside. We have beautiful, clear sky. The sun is shining, but obviously it can change dramatically quickly around here. But in the game, at least, not that quickly, I guess. So I don't think we're gonna see some rain today, as it looks very clear. No, not a single cloud can be spotted there.
It just screams to push and go all out, basically, in this race, because it's like so sunny that I don't think we're gonna expect any rain at all, and therefore, from what I've seen in the driver chat, it might be a one-stop then. Let's see quickly what tires they all went for though.
Yep.
They mostly went for mediums, Jonathan went for softs, and Pavel went for hards. Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be a one-stop, I'm assuming, from mediums to hards then? Because I don't think soft would be a viable option here.
Yeah, that Laza and Oscar immediately came together in turn 1, so they have to sit out this formation lap now. Obviously
Well,
not gonna
that won't
help them.
help them.
No, their tires and brakes, they will be very cold now, so definitely gonna keep an eye on them on the start, because at Spa we saw, in real life at least, a couple of times already that people missed the braking points going into turn 1. Obviously the remarkable one with Pastor Maldonado. But also Nico Hulkenberg, I think in 2019, was it? Yeah, and that could...
I think you mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just mean that could cause some chaos if like P4, P5 have cold brakes and underestimate the braking point. It might cause some chaos there. Um,
Yeah, it just depends if they have like line on or any other assists on. But yeah, I think you wanted to mention 2018 where with
oh yeah,
Alonso and
18 it was.
Hulkenberg. Yeah, yeah, that was 2018. Yeah. But yeah, I just the spikiness of this corner and how suddenly it just comes right after the start, right after the initial get-go, it just might cause some trouble. I can imagine that, yeah. But then again, the weather is very sunny, so it will be easy for everyone to warm up their tires. So yeah, we
Oh,
might see a clean start. We'll see.
yeah, I just realized we're up to 20 drivers actually. Um, I don't know who joined lately now, but we're up to 20 drivers, so full grid. That is good.
Actually, Infinity missed joined, which is why he's starting from P20.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of funny because both Infinities are in Williams.
Oh yeah.
Kind of fitting.
Yeah.
And also,
indeed.
both are PlayStation players. So
Oh yeah.
that's quite an interesting development.
Yeah,
Interesting alignment.
Infinity, oh my god, Infinity 20 and Infinity missed 10. So like, oh my god, there's so many coincidences. Jesus. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Anyway, the drivers now line up for the start. I let you do the honor, mate. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a good race.
Yes, indeed. Just wait for all of them to line up. Let's wait for the green flag. There we have it. 5 lights are on and they are out. That was quite a long wait for the start, and we have Vapor keeping his position. Jonathan with a lot of trouble from the get-go. Smoczek breaking up a lot, locking brakes, but they keep their position. That's quite a clean start from our top guys and also from the whole grid seemingly. Laza, I think, held his position or jumped up to P3. I don't remember exactly. Oh, they going side by side through the Eau Rouge Radion, and we already have a safety car. Morgan is out. Chaos on the start, but not right into turn 1. Actually, just before the Eau Rouge corner, he crashed. We don't know what happened there, but we immediately have a safety car, so that's quite a start.
Yeah, indeed, and especially at the back of the grid, it was a very chaotic start, and we saw just what I mentioned earlier before the start, that Laza and Oscar, they really struggled with those cold tires, especially Oscar, who really seemed to struggle under the brakes going into turn 1. He dropped down to P8, and also further at the back of the grid, we saw many people sliding around, maybe making contact with each other. We saw a spin, or a half spin at least, I think, from a McLaren. And someone hit a wall, I believe. There were some debris flying around. And it is Speed Demon! Speed Demon with a broken front wing. I wonder how that happened.
That's a big development. But yeah, it was quite calm through the first corner. Still, there were a lot of fights, but I wonder how the crash happened, how Morgan retired so abruptly going up into Eau Rouge, because it's really vague and that's a really weird spot to crash. But well, then again, we saw many of crashes like that in real life. We had some endurance racing crashes there at that spot, so I don't quite know. Probably we'll see after the race. And Speed Demon diving into the pits immediately for most probably a change of the front wing. Also with him is Sam and Master Chief as well, and Infinity Mist, which is quite interesting. I wonder if they're also changing their wings. I'm not sure, but Speed Demon is going for mediums,
Yeah, so
so he will have to stop one more.
Sam was changing his wings. Infinity Mist is also changing his wings. I think Master Chief was also changing his wing, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, so most of them were coming into the pits for not a tire swap, but mostly a wing swap, I would say. Yeah, like I said, very tight there in turn 1 at the back of the grid. So no wonder that a couple of those guys picked up a wing damage there. And yeah, also interesting tire choices by all of them. Speed Demon and Sam both went onto another set of mediums. Master Chief and Infinity Mist, they choose the hard tires now to go the extra mile now. Surely all of them
to
have.
The end.
No, I don't think so. I mean, difficult to
doable.
say. I would say no. I would say no. But
well, you said the same. You said the same about Austria and Smochek and Westrizzi going.
Yeah, but they had like 96% on the tires, so.
Still, they almost won with that, so
yeah,
they almost got 1-2 with that. So
yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to be surprised. So let's see where they can take the tires. Looking at the position changes now, we see Laza had a good start, gaining 1 position. Sturmer also 3 positions. Vestrigi 4 positions, so very good stuff by them. Jonathan also 6 positions. He is on the soft tires, so no doubt that he would have gained a couple of positions, but good start nonetheless. Also Harold in the Ferrari, sitting now in P11. He started P17, good start from them as well. Also gained a couple of positions because of the early pit stops of the guys ahead. But nonetheless, good start for most drivers.
And Speed Demon, the obvious and the biggest loser in all of that. Jimbo also diving to the pits, seemingly. I'm quite unsure why. Maybe trying to do a 1-stop, or does he have some front wing damage? Let's see.
No, it doesn't.
It's not a front wing change, so he seemingly wants to do his stop now under the safety car and then try to go to the end. That's the only thing that comes up in my mind right now.
Oh! Infinity! 10-second time penalty for a severe collision with GSR-Remastered under the safety car.
Which Infinity?
Infinity 20. the one in the Williams.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what happened there, and as he's behind Callum, does that mean also some front wing damage for him? Yeah, it seems like. The right end plate is completely off, so he not only has to dive into the pits and wait out 10 seconds, he will probably have to change his wing as well.
And
so it's not a good race for both the Williams, it seems like, because both Infinities are quite down the order, are gonna be quite down the order after Infinity 20.
Yeah.
Will probably pit.
You know what his biggest problem will be? The safety car will come in. The safety car will come in this lap, I'm pretty sure, and that means he will lose a lot of time to the guys, because it will be green flags conditions again, and obviously they will go full racing speed again.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not too ideal. Yeah, safety car in this lap. So let's see how Vapor does it, because there are many ways to start on a green flag here, because you have the whole bus stop chicane, but you can start the field before it, but then you risk a lot of wheel spin coming out of the bus stop and being vulnerable into the turn 1 and then the camel straight. So let's see what Vapor does choose this time out. He's obviously experienced with leading the safety car cues, but nonetheless, it can all change. And he starts already, I think. Yes, he's using his full battery. So he's starting before the chicane. Oh, but he goes really wide. He goes really wide, and he gets a 3-second penalty for that. And that's another curveball thrown into Vapor's championship hopes, as Adaś is gonna now try to get close to him with Laza. That's a big curveball for Vapor, and wow, that's a very strange development.
Oh, in the background we had yellow flags for Infinity Mist and Herald. I think they came together. And here comes Laza now. He's pulling out alongside Adaś, but he can't really do it. Smožek stays there. I don't know, what do we call him? Smožek now or Adaś? This is confusing.
I'm not sure. I think I'll just call him both.
Yeah.
Suits.
Yeah. So Smožek then stays a P2 at the moment. And obviously a little bit helping Vapor with that. But to be fair, Smožek is not far away in the title fight as well. And we're not even halfway through the season yet. Oh, Smožek there goes wide. Probably picked up a warning there in Puhon.
I think Smoček is struggling a lot because not only he locked up many times, but also look at his battery usage and compare it with Vapor. Vapor had somewhere around 90%. Although he's used that now, so
yeah,
maybe I was wrong there then, but he seems to be struggling quite a lot. I think he said many times that he has problems with his pedals, so therefore Laza is trying to hunt him down as quick as possible so Vapor cannot escape, because now with this penalty he's a big liability for Laza, especially as Laza and Sturmer are quite high in the championship, but now he's really close to Smoček and actually pulling out on the outside, going into turn 1. Very close between us. Smoček tries to keep him around the outside. Laza tried to keep it and he gives up for now, but he has a long way down the Camel Straight now. Probably gonna use all of his battery. Very close in the Radion corner. And I think with the help of DRS it will be quite an easy move. Yes, he pulls down the inside. And he's gonna get him even before the braking zone. So now Laza's fight and Laza's hopes continue as Vapor with his penalty is gonna be hard now for him to keep this race win if other drivers keep it clean, but obviously we still have some 70 laps till the end, so it all can change.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful fight between Laza and Adaś. Very fair, not going off the track, not pushing any other driver off the track. That was just fair and square from both of them. Really enjoyable to watch. And yeah, it was a brilliant overtake from Laza in the end as well. He played Smožek right there where he wanted him to be. And yeah, got the position and is now up into second place. And he definitely showed why he's the championship leader at the moment, right there. And yeah, also very interesting. Like we have in the top 5, I think they are all in the top 6 of the championship as well. So very beautiful. Only Speed Demon is the only one missing there. He's down in P10. But not too bad after his front wing damage there. And maybe he can climb up the ladder here as well and join this fight sooner or later. But at the moment we are entering lap 6 of this race. Vapor with the fastest lap for the moment, and he is now being hunted down by Laza, who also will have DRS. Oh, Laza with a little slide there out of turn 1, and that nearly cost him the DRS, I would say. Was very close. Let's see if we can open the wing. Coming towards the DRS lane now, and yes, he can open the wing. So Laza again with the DRS, that obviously will help him greatly as he's hunting down Vapor now.
And 8 jumping up in front of Ricochet, Oscar Chukfura. Jumping up, a lot of changing in positions. Speed Demon also in front of Jonathan already. So Speed Demon clawing back a lot of position. Master Chief up into P13 in front of Abrar. So a lot of changing positions on this lap, on this particular lap, into this corner complex. We see also Pavel and Infinity Mist trying to battle here down at the bottom end of the field. But Infinity Mist's attempts are unsuccessful, and they are right next to each other. Both Infinities, both of the teammates are, well, not right there next to each other, but actually right next to each other on the table, on the score sheet.
Yeah, and it was a very unlucky season so far for the Alpines, for the Williams. Only 1 point so far, and at the moment it's not looking very likely that this is going to change. Yeah, P17 and P18 at the moment. Obviously a little bit unlucky again with the damage under the safety car for the drivers, or at the safety car. No, at the start. And oh, what's happening
and Vapor
here?
is ghosting. Yeah, Vapor just ghosted, and NASA just gets passed through him into turn 1. It seemed just like he had more pace, I guess, but
Yeah, I thought for a second that Vapor maybe disconnected, but he seems to be in the race.
Or just maybe clipped something and he had to go into the menu, but he gets back into P1 immediately, although Laza with a great switchback move gets ahead, back ahead in front of Vapor, and he doesn't let him have a look into Brussels corner. And yeah, that was very weird. I don't know if that was maybe some kind of tactics from Vapor to try to get the position back into Lecombe, but yeah, going into Pouon, Laza still in front, although probably got a warning there because he did go off the track with all 4 wheels. So yeah, quite interestingly, it's developing very interestingly, because also soon I think we're gonna have the first pit stops of the race for all of the medium runners.
Yeah, indeed. Maybe one of them in this group at the front here will be trying the undercut, maybe pitting a lap or 2 earlier than the other guys. Gonna be very interesting to see what's happening here. We can definitely see that Laza at the moment seems to have the greatest pace. We got yellow flags in sector 2, and that's an Aston Martin in the wall. That's Abra. Luckily, it was not a race-ending crash, but there was some debris laying around. He probably has some front wing damage now, and yeah, he will definitely come into the pits. I wonder what happened there. Unusual place to... not too unusual. Maybe a spin on his own, but also maybe there was some contact with another car.
Yeah, may have clipped the grass or went too much over the curb. Yeah, as I said, again, it seems to be the story of his season. But coming back to the front fight, Laza now on the defense against Vapor. Oh, they touch, they make contact, but Laza still keeps the position in front of Vapor. They're in a very fierce but very beautiful and clean battle. Vapor has a small look into this hairpin, but it's not the way through on this lap yet.
Yeah, and I believe Vapor, through all of his experience, he knows once Laza gets out of the DRS, once Laza gets a little bit of free air and gets away of Vapor, he basically has won this race. So Vapor is really trying to put the pressure up on him, to really try to go for the moves, to retake the position, maybe to hold him up, to cost him as much as time as possible. Yeah, because otherwise Laza would just get away, and there's no chance for Vapor to get him at any other point of this race. And yeah, Vapor, I think, really much using his ERS, and he's going for a move into the bus stop chicane, maybe down the inside. Oh, there's contact! There's front wing damage to Vapor Sky, I believe, and now Smoshik also wants to go through. It's chaos at the final corner as Vapor goes into the pit lane now. Cars going off the track, and Smoshik maybe taking the lead of this race, but Laza now has the inside line into turn 1, La Source. And he stays ahead of Smoshik now. But Smoshik is right behind him. Laza, Vestrici now also joining the fight here as Vapor came into the pits. And Infinity Mist getting a penalty, but here comes Smoshik now with the DRS. Shouldn't be a problem for the Red Bull driver as he pulls alongside. And he's taking the lead of this race, at least for a brief moment.
Wow, that was so much happening within the span of a couple of corners. I think Vapor did pick up some front wing damage because he immediately jumped. He even, I think, impeded some other drivers and jumped into the pit lane, also crossing over the white lines. But that was just some weird defending. I don't know if that was moving on in the braking zone from Laza, or if it was just Vapor being desperate to get the inside line when the move was basically not there. But that scaffolding between them just allowed Smochek to go past, and right now, ahead of the first round of pit stops, actually, which started, Smochek is the leader of this race and is the provisional leader as well.
Yeah, also Vapor, after his pit stop, he came out in P11. He got a little bit of free space ahead of him, but now he will catch up to Master Chief and Jimbo, who are right ahead of him. That may cost him a bit of time, as we see Smochek with a little lockup, and they're all coming in now. They're all coming into the pits now, so maybe Vapor with the undercut made the crucial move here and will take the lead of this race. Let's see him as he's battling Master Chief into the final corner. Here comes Vapor down the inside. Lock up from Vapor. He goes a little bit deep, but he gets the position. And now the question, where will he come out?
Let's check the camera over to Adash perhaps, because Adash is going out of the last source now, and Vapor seems to be just behind him. Vapor is gonna go for the side-by-side move into Rouge and Radion complex, and he does get the move done. What a move by Vapor! And he retakes the provisional lead of the race. Master Chief gets a penalty while Laza overtakes Smochek, and Laza going rally outside, also trying to move in front of Vapor. He's going off the track. He will have to give up that position, and he does. Vapor keeps the lead. Great tactics there from Vapor. And that means that... Oh, and Smochek diving down the inside of this very tough hairpin. Now side by side with Laza into No Name, and Laza into a half spin. Laza keeps it on the track, but that was quite some battling from Smochek, quite some harsh battling from Smochek and Laza. But I think Smochek did give the space to Laza. It seemed like the McLaren driver understeered into him, and Abrar meanwhile retires from this race into the pit lane, as you should do. Very well from him, very well done from him. But Vapor just with a great tactic of trying to do the undercut, and he does move in front of all of this pack. Now he has Jimbo in front, which could give him DRS as well. So therefore he could pull away much further away from Smochek and try to build a gap, which would be enough to keep the position with that penalty. But chaos happening between the top pack. Jimbo seemingly letting him through, or are they gonna... No, actually Jimbo defends, and Jimbo obviously he's not the leader, but I think Vapor is gonna take the position either into here or into Lake Comp. And Tam also retires, so we have both Aston Martins out of this race. Jimbo a little bit with a twitch and misunderstanding with Vapor.
Oh,
but...
safety car!
Whoa.
Oh,
wow. That's surprising, because I didn't see anyone spinning out.
Nope.
I think both Aston Martins retired in the pits, so that's quite a weird safety car call then there for the stewards. But actually it does give Jimbo a lot of leverage now, because Jimbo could get into this top 6, 7, 8 fight with a free pit stop basically.
Yes.
Oh no, he stopped. Oh no, he stopped at the first safety car. So
Yeah.
so he's provisional P2 actually. Oh, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Wow.
I mean, to be fair, there was just so much going on this one lap. I mean, I think I stopped breathing for a whole lap or something, because it was just full-on action for the full lap. I mean, that was probably one of the craziest lap I've ever seen around here, and maybe in F1 overall. Like, there was so much going on, and to be fair, there were some there were a little bit of contact between some cars, and sometimes it was going off the road, but it was all fair, most of it. I think there was not really some unfair maneuvers or something like that. It was all fair, hard racing, but fair racing in my opinion, and exactly that's what we want to see. So yeah, I mean that was just enjoyable, and yeah, now the safety car gives us a little bit of a breather now, and yeah, very good as well for Vapor, because he got Jimbo now behind him, who doesn't seem to be quite as fast as the top runners here, but that could help Vapor now, as he could hold Arash or Smarzek up a little bit. Same for Lazar, and 8 somehow also got in P5.
Oh, Aiden P5. Wow, that's interesting. Where did he come from? Wow, that's yeah, that's a lot of things happening within the span of like 1-2 laps.
Yeah.
Wow, that was just incredible indeed. And the fact that seemingly I thought that Vapor for sure got some damage, or at least Smoczek and Laza going through the bus stop and just making contact with each other also got some damage, but seemingly no one from the top pack has gotten damage. So we had an action-packed 2 laps where the top 5, top 10 was battling all out with NASCAR-like contact, and we totally love to see it. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, and we are only in lap 12 right now, so we got still 10 more laps to go of full-on action, because they're all still together. Like I said, none of them got wing damage or something, like none of them got spun and is now at the back of the grid. They are all still here. Vapor in P1, Arash or Smoczek P3, then Laza P4, Sturma also P6, Speed Demon is also in P8. I mean, Vestrici the only one who is down in P11 now. I think he had half a spin out of the no-name corner ahead of Pujon, which cost him a lot of time, but maybe also went into the pits. Let's check the tires, I think.
Yes, he did just go into the pits,
yeah.
So he has fresh mediums actually. Oh, and he's the actually right there with Oscar. We know that both of them have a lot of pace on their hands, and they're the closest guys on mediums to the front pack, which can mean a lot of good for them, a lot of good laps ahead of them.
Oh, and they're just trading positions here for some reason. Very interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They are on the best tires at the moment. Obviously, Master Chief behind. He is on softs actually, but those won't last to the end. That's for sure. Yeah. So Vestrici and Oscar on the best tires right after him then. Also very interesting. We got like Speed Demon, Ricochet, Sturma. They are on the hard tires, but only 2 laps old. So the freshest hard tires, except of Infinity 20. He is in P17 with new tires. What happened to Oscar? Oh, he spun?
Yeah, I was seeing some weird development. I'm sorry, I'm gonna barge in, but I was seeing some weird development there, because Oscar was trying to go off the track before the bus stop chicane and like maybe try to like let people past or something. I don't quite get what's and now he's down in P15 suddenly while he ghosted. That's weird. Some weird behavior there.
Yeah, indeed.
I assume.
Yeah, alright. And in the lead we got Vapor. He's on 4 lap out hard tires. So Jimbo is on 10 lap out hards. It's gonna be very difficult for him to go to the end on those tires. He will lose a lot of pace. If he didn't lose any now, he will soon, and especially on the last couple of laps. So not sure if that was the right strategy for him. Yeah.
Well, then how about Infinity Mist? It was on 11 laps.
Yeah, true.
Hard tires.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for both of them. I mean, there could always be another safety car. Spa is known for its safety car. There's, especially in a fiercely fighted race like this, the chances are not zero. Let's just say that. Yeah, but also what I just remembered is Vapor got a 3-second time penalty. And that could play a big role at the end, because they stick together the whole time. Like, they are not getting away, so I don't think Vapor can create a gap of 3 seconds to the guys ahead, so he might lose the win on penalties.
It's just that the DRS and the pull from the slipstream is so powerful that the around top 8, 9, they did create kind of a train going on for whole time of this race so far, and seemingly if the other guys keep it clean with the warnings, Vapor has no chance to get away. But let's see now with Jimbo between him and the main threats to his win, which are Adaś and Laza. He's already going again before the chicane, and again slightly wide, but this time not cutting the corner. And let's see, Jimbo already creating a kind of big gap between him and Adaś. We need to see how quickly Adaś and Laza can get a hold and get past through Jimbo. But yeah, even with the lock-up, Vapor now is pulling away. Everyone else seemingly started going cleanly, but yeah, that's an overtake for Speed Demon in front of Ricochet just before the Eau Rouge corner. And also behind them was Trizzy on his fresh tires trying to make moves as well into La Combo against Infinitymis, but Aid now battling with Sturmer. Very nice and clean battle. Laza gets a penalty. That's a huge development, but very clean and close wheel-to-wheel battle for all of those corners between Aid and Sturmer does get the position, although very respectable between both of those drivers. And now Speed Demon also very close behind Aid, with Strizzy making moves on Ricochet into Puon, and Ricochet tried to keep it around the outside, but there was no way for that. The outside line is simply too far away, and actually Westrizzy ahead of Speed Demon as well. So Westrizzy just made 2 moves into 1 series of corners.
Yeah, indeed, and it's fights all over the field now, as even at the top they are fighting, and we see what we just expected to happen, that Jimbo is playing a little blockade here on the road as he's holding up Adaś and Laza, who are fighting very close together, and with Jimbo as well. Vapor already 2.6 seconds away as Jimbo goes a little bit wider. That might open the door for Adaś now, who maybe get a better exit out of the final corner. And down into turn 1, Jimbo seems to have the better traction, and now round the outside goes Adaś. And can he get the move done? It seems like it. Yes, Adaś now up into P2, 3.4 seconds behind Vapor already. And now he's trying to get that gap down again. But also, you just said it, Laza got a penalty a couple of seconds ago, so that might happen to Adaś as well at some point. And here comes Jimbo now back on Adaś, round the outside to the comp. Oh, Jimbo has to take the escape route there. Can't get the move done, and now Laza is going through, and he's up into P3. So the trying over the attack of Jimbo did not work at all. In fact, it cost him a position, and he's now down to P4.
But that did work well for Vapor, as he's right outside the threshold for the penalty in front of Adaś, and seemingly Adaś is now in one of the better positions to win this race, because both of the drivers between him have got a 3-second penalty, and now also Aid has got a penalty, but Aid is already down behind Speed Demon, Sturmer and Westrizzy, as they are all trying to get past both Aid and Jimbo now as well. And let's see, Oscar also making some ground, hunting down Aid. But actually Vapor is extending his lead, and it seems like Laza is very close behind Adaś, which could mean trouble because Adaś won't have the DRS going into the Camel Straight. So let's see, Westrizzy with the fastest lap. Also Harold now on the attack, no sorry, Sturmer on the attack on Jimbo, and very close between the 2 Sauber drivers and the Ferrari driver. Oscar has just disconnected, seemingly. I think he had trouble connecting in from the beginning, but let's see now Laza with the DRS. It should be quite a simple move on Adaś, and it is. Tucks in front of Adaś. Adash seemingly doesn't have the pace to keep up with Vapor if it's not with the help of DRS, and let's see what Laza can do. If he can gain back that deficit of 4 seconds, which is quite a lot on this track, considering that most of this race was done in a DRS train.
Yeah, and also Vapor is just keeping increasing the gap to Laza now. Obviously, Laza and Adash were fighting, but the gap is over 4 seconds now, and time is running out. It's slowly running out, but it is running out. Only, around about 6 laps to go to get the gap down to, well, less than 4 seconds, of course. So it's getting more and more likely for Vapor to actually win this race, which would be phenomenal. And yeah, this safety car reset just really saved him, with Jimbo being between him and the other guys. That really saved him. And maybe if he wins today, that was the difference, definitely. And well, to be fair, he really used that chance to win the title, to win the race. And oh, we see some close fights here in the background. We see Haas going off the track. That was 8 in a fiercely fight between him and Jimbo. And Ricochet also wants to get involved. And Jimbo now around the outside of turn 1. He gets the move done on 8. But can 8 maybe fight back? Heading into Eau Rouge now. Obviously not there, but maybe down the camera straight into Le Coms. Here's 8. He is having a good run on Jimbo. And Jimbo picks up a penalty.
Up on Laza.
Oh yeah.
Adash is on Laza.
Yeah. Just confirming
they
here.
switch again.
Oh, and 8 is now up into P7, and Jimbo, the gamble didn't pay off. He's now down to P9 and immediately under pressure from Callum and Jonathan also behind. So the gamble to stay on the old hard tires didn't pay off at all. Very sad to see him drop down so far. We knew it would get tough for him, but I don't think we saw that coming. He tried to, or he kept up with the front runners very well in the first couple of laps, but then, yeah, once your tires are done, they are done, and once you get off the racing line because you get overtaken, you really lose a lot of time, and that's just what happened here with Jimbo.
Yeah, Vapor is actually delivering on his promise, of the promise of his pace, and finally he's dominating this race, pulling away on already 5.5 seconds ahead of Adash and Laza, which is making it quite comfortable, more than 2 seconds in between the penalty, and he also gets the fastest lap. He's ripping this competition away now after this restart. Oh, and some contact between Callum and Jimbo there. I think there was another touch going out of the bus stop, and it seems to be quite a heated battle for everyone that's around Jimbo, basically. Jimbo seems to be a big roadblock with those probably already like 15 lap old tires, but anyways, we have Laza coming back again on Adash. They keep switching moves, they keep, maybe it's a tactic to work together, to just push and pull on every lap, but it's not really working. Vapor is still almost 5.5 seconds ahead, and Ricochet there of the track trying to overtake 8, but we've seen that the move outside there doesn't quite work into Lake Comp so far in this race.
Yeah, we see many battles happening now all over the place. 08 running a little bit wider out of the no-name corner. We see this amazing fight for P2 between Laza and Adash, and Vestrigi also right there waiting for his opportunity. Obviously, they both will gain on the penalty on Laza, so they don't need to fight as hard, but still, nonetheless, we got an amazing fight there. We got also a fight for P5 between Sturma and Speed Demon. We got a fight for P7 between 8 and Ricochet. We got a fight from Callum to Jimbo and Jonathan also there. So really, the whole field is just fighting here right now. Jimbo, meanwhile, in P10 on the last point position, and I'm guessing he's gonna fall off that soon as well. So yeah, very sad to see him drop so far. And Lajano with the fastest lap. So he took that one from Vapor. But still only 3 laps to go, and the gap is over 5 seconds and still increasing. So I guess Vapor is just commanding it up front now. and yeah, pushing as hard as he can. But I don't think he even needs to do. The guys behind there just gonna lose time on their own, I think. And yeah, it's looking very good for Vapor right now.
I guess Vapor has gotten into his rhythm, and now West Frizzy in the Polish battle for the last podium position, or actually for P2 and P3, because as they're so close behind Laza, if they don't get a penalty, then both of them have podium secured. But yeah, West Frizzy now pushing on Adash, and we'll see if he can get ahead, perhaps get the second place from this race, because I think that's all the other drivers can hope for now, because Vapor is getting the cup close to 6 seconds now. Within a span of 5 laps, he's pulled away around 5 seconds from all of these guys, while they're all in a very good form on top of their game. So that means something. That shows how quick Vapor can be on his good day, and when he gets right into the rhythm.
Yeah, and also worth mentioning is that Vestrigi and Adash, or Smashek, they're only 1 point apart in the standings right now, with Vestrigi being P4 on 45 points, and Smashek is being P5 on 44 points. So, not just a fight here for the position on track, but also a position in the current driver standings. So, yeah, a little bit more importance to this fight than just a normal fight on the track, with Laza obviously being the current championship leader, and it's not looking like a good result for him today. And obviously the more positions he loses, the more points Vapor will gain on him. He is currently P2 and he's only 7 points behind, I just see. So Vapor could take the lead in the championship.
Actually, if Vapor wins, oh wait. Yeah, actually, if Vapor wins, no matter what happens, even if Laza comes second, they will be tied on points, but Vapor will be the new leader, because they both will have 2 wins to their name, but Vapor has a second place, which Laza doesn't.
Yeah, indeed.
So he would take the lead anyways.
Yeah, he would take the lead anyways, but obviously not just on the same points. If Laza will drop a couple of positions, which we will do because of the penalties, yeah, so that means Vapor would be the current championship leader, and with a nice small little gap to Laza as well, not just on the same points as Laza. So yeah, quite important battles still happening here. Even though Vestrici just dropped back like a couple of tenths, he's now outside the DRS range, and yeah, that might help Laza to get away from him at least, so he will secure a spot on the podium maybe. As 8 has left the session.
Disconnected. Yeah, I think he disconnected. Could you?
Yeah, I try.
Maybe invite him.
Where is he? Come on, 8. Where are you? Where is he? No! Wait, did I miss him?
No, I don't think so.
Where go?
Oh no, 8!
Oh man!
8 is lost! Oh no!
Uh-oh. I mean, only...
Well, it's a good moment you're doing that, because seemingly the race has calmed down. The positions weren't really changing, apart from just gonna mention that Callum went in front of Jimbo in the fight for P9 a couple of laps back, but I think that was the last change for positions for now. Yeah, you don't have him, so...
He's gone. That's what I meant earlier, like sometimes he's... Yeah, I mean, it's 2 laps, I'm sorry 8, but we have to go on. Continue the race. The show must go on.
Yeah, which sees him drops back behind Ricochet, and could see him drop out of points if the AI isn't too quick, and if Callum, Jimbo, and Jonathan can all catch back up to him. But yeah, actually, West Rizzy is now almost out of the Laza's penalties range, which would mean Laza would actually take podium.
Oh, and Vestrici.
Oh, and Vestrici gets a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that resolved itself quickly then. and that's quite unfortunate for him to get that on second to last lap.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, seemingly would mean that
Oh.
Adash will keep his P3. Then.
Yeah, that means actually now that Speed Demon might get a position from Vestrici. Look at the gap, it's less than 3 seconds, 2.8 seconds. It's
Yeah,
very
I didn't
close.
notice.
And Sturmer also right behind him. So, yeah.
Yeah, Westrizi could drop all the way down to maybe even P6 if both Sturmer and Ricochet, both Sturmer and Speed Demon catch back up.
Yeah.
But I've also been trying to notice, yes, I think this pack, which is very fiercely fighting for the last points paying position, is indeed catching up to 8's Ghost, probably. But I'm not sure if they can quite catch up until the end of the race. But look at them going at it. On the final lap, Jonathan and Jimbo both swallowing Callum, dropping him out of the points positions. Look at them all fighting, and actually Jimbo has a penalty. It needs to be pointed out. So this battling, which is very beautiful and very fierce, might not result anything in Jimbo's points and championship position. But let's see now. Callum very close behind him. Will he try a move? No, not yet.
No.
A Master Chiefo with some incident there, but yeah, we're seeing Vapor completely dominating the second part of this race and cruising to the win through the bus stop, and it is gonna be finally a win, finally not a bottle job from the Alpine driver who crosses the line and wins the Belgian Grand Prix for GSR. Laza comes second, but it is Adash who takes the second position, Westrizi fourth, Speed Demon actually jumps in front of him, and Sturmer is just behind to not receive the P5 honors. 8's Ghost delivers him on P8, but can Jonathan climb in front of him? No, he's too far. And he does not get in front of 8 due to penalties, which means he stays P9. Callum gets P10, courtesy of Jimbo's penalty, and Jimbo, in the end, with his gamble, didn't pay off, drops out of points. But yeah, I feel like helped quite a lot in Vapor's cruise to the win. Infinity's also finishing right next to each other, which is very fitting, just very sad and unfortunate for them, in my opinion, that they didn't get to see any glimpse of hope for points. And there we have Master Chiefo, Harold, and Pavel completing the results of this race.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, that was just a spectacular race overall. I mean, like I said, that really showed why Spa should stay on the calendar, really. Such an amazing track, such good for fighting. Yeah, here we have our top 3, of course. Congratulations to all of them. That was an amazing race. Yeah, make sure to stay along for the podium interviews then in just a minute. And till then, we're gonna take a look again at the race results for the 6th round of this season, GSR Season 14 here at Belgium. Yeah, what a crazy race it was. All right, and
yeah, and
go on. Sorry.
yeah. Sorry for that. Just wanted to mention that from behind the scenes, from the chat, it seems like the top 3 are all having a go at each other, and then again the guys that finished right in the brink of the points, which is Callum, Jimbo, and Jonathan, they all congratulate themselves on their very beautiful fight right till the end. So it seems like we have very mixed feelings from the drivers, and I can't wait indeed for the podium interviews, which might get quite fiery today.
Yeah, wait, who was 3rd in the race? Mojek? Laza.
Laza was 3rd.
Alright, then I say we switch on
Yes.
to the podium interviews.
Yes.
Alrighty, here we go. Alright, we got 8. Hello. So okay, Jake, we got Vapor in. Good. Lazar is there. Smoshik is in as well. Okay, nice. First of all, can everyone talk? Can everyone hear us?
Hello.
Okay. Lazar, you too, Smoshik?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No good. I just want to check that everyone can hear us and can talk themselves. All right. We're gonna start then. Welcome to the post race interviews, guys. First of all, thank you for being here. As usual, we're starting with our third place finisher. I think it was Lazar. Was it you in the end?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right. Good. Good. Yeah. First of all, congratulations on the podium. Thank you for being here. That was a pretty eventful race. I mean, from the outside, it looked spectacular. I think it must have felt the same when you were driving.
Yeah, well, I mean, first things, I think I'd quite like to apologise for, I think it was like lap 9 as we're going into the last sector. As I've tried to lift off, I didn't realise Jake was behind me. He hit me. I think he had to pit a lap earlier, and then it was just obviously there was confusion with the cars behind, and I put my hands fully up to it. You know, like that was all my fault. I feel like my driving standards today weren't that great, as well as that tangle with Smoksek in Lacombe. I mean, obviously he managed to get away without damage, whereas. Well, we both didn't get any damage, but it kind of ruined the momentum of my second stint. So I'd like to apologise to him because again, he didn't do anything wrong. It was all on me. But yeah.
Yeah, right. And when heading into this weekend, did you already had this kind of feeling that it wanna be that it would be a very tough race, like with other competitions, or did you maybe thought it would be a little bit easier than it eventually was?
Well, I thought it'd always be tough, obviously, because with these other two guys on the podium, I think are, in my opinion, best drivers in the grid. So, you know, it's just the competition was always going to be high. It was always going to be a hard race. But yeah, apart from those incidents, I enjoyed it. The scrap between me and Vapor were pretty good in first opening laps, but. Yeah, I'm not very happy with my own driving standards today. To be honest, yeah, I could have done better. So yeah.
Okay, and speaking about now more about the race itself. I mean, you spent like literally the whole race basically in traffic, fighting with other drivers. What was your strategy throughout the race, like when it came to not pit stop wise, but driving and fighting? Did you try to stay behind, waiting for a good moment to arise and use that, or did you really try to give it all and trying to go for an overtake as soon as possible?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is with Spa, there's obviously there's the big straight after Radion, and essentially your only realistic overtaking opportunity is going to either be there or at the bus stop. So there's no point being impatient. And it's pretty much about playing the long game. As much as the traffic was frustrating, it was kind of just wait until the right opportunity arises.
Yeah, all right. Matt, you want to ask some questions? Oh, okay.
No. I'm all right here.
All right. Then one more question from me, Lazar. Obviously, last week wasn't the best of your races. You DNF'd. Obviously, didn't score any points.
Yeah.
This week, obviously, way better. Still not as many points as there would have been. You lost the first place in the driver's standings now to Vapor, as of now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. As expected.
Yeah, but what does this to you? Does it frustrate you, or does it motivate you even more to practice a bit more for next race? Or so, what goes on in your head when something like this happens?
Well, I mean, it's obviously frustrating because obviously at the end of the day, you want to be fighting with a title. But I just think realistically, I don't have the pace to compete with the top guys like all the time. I think it's just a case of if I keep getting consistent podiums, I think I'll be pretty satisfied with the top 3. But I knew realistically that I couldn't really ever take the title to Vapor, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but to be fair, you got 2 wins already in the season, so I mean that shows that you would have the pace for it. To be fair, yeah, but yeah, that's what you said. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes, and yeah, I would just say good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you for being here, and congrats on the podium again.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to our second place finisher, Smajic. Matt, you wanna do this one first?
What do you say? Sorry.
Okay.
No, he was asking if I can ask questions. Yes, I can. So, Smoczek, how was it? How first of all, how do you take Laza's words, and what do you think of overall the driver standards, but also of all the battles that happened in the top pack, in the pack where you were?
Yeah, first of all, I mean, for me, it was kind of such an open lobby race, but I really appreciate that Laza admitted to the incident at the bus stop. However, yeah, I think today driving standards were pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Also, second, no, sorry, I think it was last safety car restart, and between me and Vapor was some kick, and he lost 3 seconds during 1 lap, which is crazy work. I mean, yeah, I was very frustrated, and yeah, nothing much to say about it. Just driving standards were really bad today.
Well, that's quite critical of driving standards then, but was there something good? Was there something you enjoyed in this race? And how do you look at the overall result? How do you look at your podium place? How do you see it?
Yeah, I mean, it's second place, which is good, I think, but I definitely could do better. I mean, I felt that my pace, I was top of the pace today compared to, my normal pace, but yeah, I mean, qualifying wasn't bad. Definitely could get pole, but first row it was good result. Also, the race pace could be better. I think my setup was a bit too much stable, and that's what costed me the pace at the end. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think I'm happy with the second place. We'll see, maybe some promotion after Stewart, after some incidents, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, and how does this result then impact your drive to continue to battle for the championship? Because it's only around halfway of the season, and you're not quite far away from Laza and Vapor, and you were battling with them quite equally today. How do you look upon that?
To be honest, I don't think about the championship battle. I think Vapor's gonna win it, but yeah, I mean, my consistency definitely should be better. I crashed in the last race, which costed me 10 points at least. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to win the championship for sure, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Maybe some of the top guys will DNF, or we have a worse race. So yeah, we'll see.
I see. Very unfiltered overall, which I like. And yeah, once again, congrats to your podium. And Soren, do you have any additional questions for Smotrek?
No, I actually don't have any questions. You basically asked the same I would have done. So from my side as well, congratulations on the podium, and yeah, good luck for your next race.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Soren, you want to continue on to Vapor?
Yeah, sure. Moving on then to our race winner, Vapor. Again, for you two, thank you for being here. Congrats on the podium and congrats on the win. Yeah, I mean, there were basically 2 sides of this race for you. Like one, the first half where you were fighting with everybody else, and then the second one after the second safety car restart where you basically you checked out and you had a pretty lonely race. Still exciting, I guess, but kind of lonely. Tell us, how was it from your POV? Did you expect something like this to happen at the second safety car restart of all?
Well, I've got to be honest, I thought the race was alright. Actually, what comments have been going in the interviews, but I honestly didn't like coming out of that race. I didn't think I'd like done anything mainly wrong except the the 3 second I got the start, which even then though I think the game gave me 3 second and I clearly braked when I came back on track, so that was annoying. But I'll just start from again. So the qualifying was good. I mean, my first pole of the season somehow. I mean, I can't believe I've not been on pole yet. That's kind of been my main thing this game has been my quali pace. So how my first pole here, I mean, I was quite ecstatic with that, and I had a bit more time in it as well, so I feel like I could have been on pole by a bigger margin. But that was that was fine. I wasn't complaining. But the start of the race was fine. Obviously, the safety car came out, which annoyed me. But yeah, that 3 second was definitely something that kind of hindered me because it meant I was always kind of chasing a gap. But the first half of the race, I mean, I honestly thought the battle between me and Lazar was quite good. I think he kind of pulled my pants down at like on one time when he did a switchback. That looked amazingly good. So, I mean, gotta give credit to him. But there was that bit towards the end where he sort of brake checked me down the straight. I mean, I wasn't very happy with that, but I don't know if I'm gonna report it yet. But I think that might be something I'll look into. I've just watched it back, but yeah, no, I don't really think I could have done much more for the race. I mean, what Smozik said about the safety cars, I don't really think I did it wrong under the safety car. I was in AI for a bit because I had to go and do something. So I also had a wheel disconnect at turn 1, which let Lazar past me. So I was on the edge of making DRS, and that let him past me. And then obviously we had that battle. But yeah, no. Then the second half of the race, I just checked out basically. Jensen helped me, so Jimbo helped me out. Yeah, no, I think it was pretty good from my side. I don't know if I'm going to get demoted, but I hope not, because I think I deserve to win today. So, for once, I've got my head held up high probably since Bahrain, and I'm thinking, yeah, I think I deserve the win today.
Yeah, and speaking about the second safety car restart again, you already mentioned Jimbo. Obviously, it was pretty clear that he is going to give you a little help at the restart, and he definitely did. But did you expect the guys to not really catch up to you anymore, and that you can create such a big gap? I mean, it was quite surprising to see the gap increasing that high. I mean, 2.4 seconds, I believe, after the first lap already was a lot, but still you cranked it up to like 5 to 6 seconds at some point. That was quite surprising to us, at least. Was it surprising for you too?
I wouldn't say I don't know if I'd say surprising. I knew I'd have a gap, but like 0.4 ahead. I basically pulled up my 3 second gap on one lap, which was that was surprising. That was the only thing that I'd say like really surprised me. And like I was like, oh yeah, that's good. But I just think I had a lot of pace today. Honestly, I was really confident coming into this race. I thought I've definitely got a pace advantage over everyone today. This is a track I've done a lot of, so I don't really think it like. I said it last week to you in the interviews. I said Belgium's the one I was looking forward to this whole season because I thought this is the one I should be winning. So I'm really happy with today's performance. I think I couldn't really done much better except probably the 3 second I got at the start. But this is what I need to do more of if I want to obviously go on to win the title. But I also know that today's not going to be a repeat of it's not going to be a repeat of today throughout the rest of the season. You know, we've got Canada coming up. I'm sure there'll be people there who are going to sort of put pressure on me, and there's tracks like Kota that I'm not a particular fan of, but there's also some more tracks coming up where I think my pace will be good compared to everybody else, but it's just sort of hard to break out with DRS, to be honest. And the fact that I managed to do that, Kota let me show it off today, so I couldn't really ask for much more for myself. But yeah, I just think today was finally one where I can, obviously, as I said, I hold my head up high. And say, yeah, I actually performed well today, and yeah, no, I couldn't really ask much more for myself, to be honest.
Yeah, and let's speak a bit more about the incident with Lazar and the early phases of the race. I think it was lap 9 or so, or lap 8. obviously you went into the pits immediately to change that front wing as well, I believe. But
Didn't get damage.
you didn't get damage?
Oh, if I did, well, I didn't check for damage. So if I did have damage, I was driving it for the whole race. So I don't think I did.
Okay, but
I
well,
don't-
then it kind of answers my question. I would have asked if you would have gone in that lap anyway to try the undercut or.
Oh
if
well,
there were-
actually coming into the pits, I did take the bollard out, but I had Sturm on my right hand side, so I can't had a mitigating circumstance. But I was pulling on pitting that lap anyway, so that's why I was sort of sat behind Lazar down the straight. I was thinking you can just go, and I'm just gonna come into the pits. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I had Sturm on my right, and I had to take the bollard out, otherwise I would have took us both out. So that was kind of, I felt bad for Sturmer because obviously we had a bit of contact, but like I didn't like force him off or anything, but I think it might have cost him a position because he had to go wide. So that was annoying for, I think, for both of us, but I sort of think it's mitigating circumstances considering it was kind of caused by that incident. But honestly, I don't really think other than that, I thought we had a good fight, to be honest. You know, look, at the end of the day, I know suppose it couldn't open up, and I mean, I don't know what it was like towards the end of the race, but you know, you got to remember, me and Lazarus 1 and 2 in the championship. We're also friends in real life, so we're just trying to have a good fight, and we're trying to like push each other to, you know, we want to win. So the fact that we're having hard racing, I don't think it's a bad thing. You know, having a bit of contact here and there. I wasn't complaining. I was enjoying it. I mean, you can even ask Aiden about it because he was in the VC with me. I mean, I was enjoying it for the first half, and then yeah, I just thought it was a good race. I think probably watching as well, it should have been a good race until the second half. But I'm just happy with today. I think I performed well, and I think it's a lot of positives today.
Yeah, I could just say it was probably one of the best races I ever commentated or saw. Like it was just fun the whole through. But yeah. Anyway, Matt, you wanna ask our race winner favor something?
Yes, I wanna first of all once again congratulate you on your win, and I was gonna ask if, like, a funny comparison, would you compare yourself and Jimbo to kind of Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez back in 2021 when Max was fighting for the championship?
Maybe. Well, obviously, Jimbo was in the VC, and he was obviously behind me because he stayed out. But he made the conscious choice to put on like 2 for the hards. But honestly, I did kind of feel bad because I was the one who told him to stay out. Obviously, if you look back on it now, you can probably see why I wanted him to stay out because it gave me a buffer. But it was also the fact that I thought his tyres weren't going to go off as much because he said he only had like 25% wear. So I thought, you know, maybe he's going to have to stick there. Probably got a better chance of scoring major points than he would if he boxed again and then came back out because everybody else had just boxed. So I guess you could call the comparisons between that. But I was really, you know, honestly, I don't know how much he actually held up Smozik on that second lap because I honestly think I would have pulled that anyway because when I had a look at the thing, the delta, like Smozik was still like 6/10 behind him going into like going onto that lap. So I don't know. I think I had the pace to pull out today. I don't know if I got out the 3 seconds maybe, but the pace did sort of stall towards the end. But I think Lazar had like the best. I think Lazar was quite fast when he got past Smozik. He seemed to have quite a bit of pace in the second half. Like he was the only one who could sort of keep with my sort of speed, which, you know, is quite encouraging because he's always good at race pace. It could make the second half of the season quite exciting. So yeah, I guess you could put comparisons there. But I mean, I'm not complaining, but I did feel a bit bad for him when I saw him drop through the field.
All right, that's all from me then. Thank you for your response, and yeah, congratulations on your win.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, same for me. Don't have any further questions as well. So from me again, thank you for your time, all of 3 of you, and congrats on the podiums and the win, Jake. And yeah, good luck to all of you for your next race. And yeah, we see you next week then again. Right, and that's it then for today, guys. Yeah, that was a pretty amazing race. It was very enjoyable to watch.
That was indeed a nice race. I need to barge in because yeah, it was quite cool to watch. It was just quite cool to watch the chaos that happened between you, Vapor, Smoczek, Laza, and also some other people from the top pack, but mainly you created most of the chaos, but also most of the beautiful battles that we had in this stream. So yeah, cool. Well done to all of you. Maybe even though it wasn't too clean, maybe the cleanest, but still, well done to all of you. And let's hope you will get your standards up for next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that bad, to be fair.